Have you ever looked into the food hygiene reviews in your country? I bet you haven't. Us chefs, well, we deal with them all the time. Inspectors, secret customers, and reviewers. I know how bad these hygiene police can be. So, I've sent Ethan and Alice to London to visit a variety of zero-star hygiene restaurants because I need them to test their accuracy. The catch is, they must leave a glowing review in a card to fight the hygiene police. So, how did I get them to go? Simple. I've given them my card so that they can go and buy some London merch and take it with them to Canada so they can remember home when they move there next year. First stop is Camden Bakery, located in Camden in London. It has a zero-star hygiene rating and they sell coffees, an eclectic mix of pastries, but I bet they've got nothing on my pan of raisin. But let's see how they fare.
Camden Bakery is behind us. Our mystery review for this location.
I went to the toilet to wash my hands and saw something moving in the kitchen. I double checked and mice were running back there. I mentioned it to staff and they said they knew.
Well, Joe, that was 2 months ago. I sure do hope it's been sorted now. Luckily, she's provided us with an update.
I contacted the council and they say it's been sorted. Of course they'd say that.
The actual bakery was really cute inside, and these cakes remind me that I've never actually had a birthday cake like this for myself for my birthday. And the bread. Oh, the bread looks good. But as soon as we sat down, we realised that one of our 4 highly specialised and completely acceptable rating systems compromised already. Cobwebs. Big cobwebs. And with cobwebs comes spiders. And to make things worse, on the floor there were crumbs everywhere. And if I'm a rat, you best believe this is where I'd be coming to. Before we carry on, we got a coffee with this cute latte art and absolutely devoured our pastries for some energy. There is no way to eat these cleanly, I am telling you. So the plan is to slide our toy Ferrari over the table to see how far it can glide for. We figured this was a legitimate way to test the stickiness of the table, and at the very least, a very fun way.
Checking the wheels of the automobile after this skid test. Wheels, texture, fine. No residue on the fingers, fine. I'd say from a personal standpoint, as a professional, not bad. Not bad at all.
We're going to check the ply of the toilet paper. It's the ply 1, 2, 3, 4, luxury. I'm going to go pee first actually. Just going to put you guys, just... Single ply. Single ply. Not sure how I feel about that. Does the job. I'm not sure how I feel about it. So this is us discussing how we didn't feel comfortable asking these lovely people if they had rats in the kitchen of their establishment. As far as we could see, there were no rats. It was rat-free. So this 0-star hygiene review has been busted. I think it's time we leave our calling card. This place was really nice. The atmosphere was great, the staff and the food was great. The latte art adds an extra personal level to the coffee, and we can't blame the crumbs on the workers when I demolished the croissant like I did. This place has redeemed its 100% hygiene score in our eyes.
Camden Bakery, more like Camden Bakery. Alice is looking at me very disappointed. We have a cool transitional shot to the next point. We've just got to wait for someone to pass the camera. People are looking at me, that's fine. Just gotta wait. Just waiting. Alice, you wanna pass the camera?
Next restaurant is Thea, located around Marylebone in London. It is a 0-star hygiene restaurant that is a pastel-coloured patisserie cafe with salads, sandwiches, and anything that they can put a flower on. Thea. Just because it has a flower on it doesn't mean it tastes good. But let's see how they fare. This is Thea, or Thea. Let that linger for a bit. On with the review that we're going to test. I saw a small cockroach on my hand. I thought maybe it came from outside. There was a bigger one behind me, but I ignored it. Then I saw on the table and said, "This is too much." Lady said sorry and asked if we wanted a new table. Really? Cockroach on hand? How did they not notice they had a cockroach on their hand? Let's find out.
Straight away, we were on high alert. If this place does have ninja cockroaches, then we do not want any part in it. We got sat down and immediately scanned everywhere to make sure we were cockroach free, but we had one last place to check.
Check.
Alice, you ready?
Shall I check? I'm not sure. I'm kind of scared.
Careful, be
No, I'm scared.
No, be slow, because cockroaches, nimble little things.
Okay.
Ready? Any cockroaches?
We're good. Close one.
For a second, I thought.
For a second, honestly. For a second.
We then checked the cobweb situation, and I must say, they're 2 for 2 on keeping critters out. We've gone for the sharing platter of waffles. It's 10 AM, we've already had 3 coffees and a pastry, but it was a platter of waffles. Before the food comes, it gives us some time to check out the rest of our hygiene checklist.
The stickiness is giving sticky.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. That's peanut butter.
Yeah, we absolutely destroyed this thing. The last thing we need to check is the ply of the toilet paper. Now, walking down the corridor of the toilet, I thought I was going to get snatched, but the sharing platter was coming either way.
You know what it is? It's toilet time. Let's be good one. Let's have a look.
Do you ever just look at someone and question how they got here? Anyway, I think it's time to leave our card. Faya was really pretty. The decor and the colours were great. There were no cockroaches in our hands or on our seats, which was great because I've played Fallout before. The sharing platter was great. We liked the peanut butter. Pump that hygiene score back up to 100.
Come on.
We didn't have a transition for this. So on to the next one. Wow. Oh, push door. Okay, push door. Bit embarrassing. The next restaurant is Kokoro, located near New Oxford Street in London. It's a 0-star hygiene restaurant that makes better food than I can ever make. So let's just cut to it.
Up next we have Kokoro. Bit of Japanese cuisine to warm our souls. We are looking forward to this. Japanese cuisine is one of our favourites. Here's the review we're testing.
Looking for an exciting dining experience? Look further than this. This place ensures you never eat alone with free extra protein in the form of flies. Recommended if you live on the edge.
I'm all up for extra protein. You see the size of my guns. Let's do this.
Okay, we are both digging the look of this place. This interior is really nice. Did you see the cow at the front door? It's adorable. We took way too long to order food because it was our favourites and because there was just so much to choose from. But in the end we went with the teriyaki chicken and the miso and pork broth. But even before the food had arrived, we heard it. Okay, we added that for effect. Oh wait, what?
Tell the people what happened.
We saw a fly. As you saw from before, the main thing we came in here was about flies. We've seen a fly. Keep my voice down because it's low key and we're around a lot of other people, but we saw a fly.
So one fly isn't enough to review this place. It's 0-star hygiene level, and all we can do until the food comes out and we can check it properly is to get on with the rest of the hygiene checklist.
First glance, ladies and gentlemen, this surface, not slidable, but the car doesn't lie. The car flew further than you think it would. Impressive, in fact. Exceeded our expectations, exceeded this little guy's expectations, exceeded everyone's expectations. This table, pristine and clean.
The food's arrived and looks amazing, but there is no sign of any flies in the area, so I'm fairly sure we can call this. Wait a second.
The way you sip a bit of broth so that your mouth can go all in the broth and your tongue can go all in the broth, but you don't quite sip it all so that a bit of that broth can also take some of your saliva back out and put it back into the bowl.
I want you to know my tongue doesn't touch the broth. You guys saw that too, right? You saw that. You saw what we just saw. Editor, point it out right now. Roll back.
The lights have gone out for some reason. I'm not entirely sure. I am still here. Is there a sensor? There seems to be no sensor. The lights have just gone out. I think I'm going to die in here. I'm not entirely sure.
I know I look like I'm cool, calm and collected right now, but I assure you, there is not enough ply in the world to clean up the mess I've just made in my pants.
2-ply, as we suspected. I'm okay with that though, because I don't need to go number 2 right now. If I did, different story. Fingers
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm at a loss. And we thought it was a bit disrespectful to take up too much table space writing a card and like filming loads. So we thought, come out here and be loud and obnoxious out here instead.
This place was awesome, the food was great, the atmosphere better, the company the best. We saw 2 flies, or the same fly twice, but regardless, I think it's fair to say to get inside you have to come through the outside, and therefore 1 or 2 flies are bound to get in. Either way, you'd be silly to complain about extra protein. 100% score.
So we're on our way now to our last 0-star hygiene restaurant to bust another myth. But there's a caveat. This restaurant is only 600 meters away.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. I'm gonna hold the button.
It's fine.
How much is 600 meters in feet? 1,968.5 feet away.
And because we need to build trust, and because we want you to hold us accountable,
Yeah.
we're going to take you for the whole walk.
Come.
Strap in.
Follow along.
This is going to take way too long. I'm going to speed it up by 20 times.
Our next restaurant is the Fitzroy Tavern, a 0-star hygiene restaurant that is both a pub and a restaurant. Pick a lane, buddy. Oh, I can't deal with this anymore. We're here at the Fitzroy Tavern. It's over there, right behind me. We're gonna go test a review.
Found an insect in my beer. I was told I couldn't have another. Not sure these are hygiene practices we are supposed to follow. Staff were mean to us. Beer selection was good though.
Now, if there's a ladybird in my beer, that's okay. But if it's a blue bottle fly, well then, you'll have to find out what'll happen. Let's go.
There's 2 entrances to this pub, on either end. We entered on this side, which the bar still connects to, but no one took our order until we went outside, round the back, in the other side. It's not an issue, I just don't get it. There's quite a few cobwebs around the place, but this is an English pub. Us Brits are used to our pubs like this. The actual picture of the drink that the supposed flies were found was put on the review, so we've got to get the actual one to test the review right. On the initial check for flies, we could see nothing, but we had to taste it, just to make sure they didn't turn up after we had a sippy sip.
I don't like beer. I don't like flies. Bottoms up. Does it taste like fly?
I don't taste fly myself.
Is that from the flies or is that from the beer?
But it does taste bad.
Yeah, but that's just beer.
That's beer.
Oh, it does seem good.
The flies?
Apart from not being the nicest pint, there was no flies. The myth has been muck busted. But we still have to check the other ratings. The initial reactions of the tables are again what we expect as Brits, but our Ferrari, I don't think he's gonna like it.
This little piece of Italian beauty has done as well so far. Made in China. Forget about that bit.
This was your final battle. You performed well. Your chassis is sticky. Your wheels broken. Damage unrepairable. But we are so proud of you for helping us with our 0-star hygiene restaurant reviews.
Time to check the toilets for the last load of the day. I did go in and make sure no one was in around before going in with my camera, I promise. As soon as I locked myself in a cubicle, people came in heaves, and a resident ghoul of the pub tried to scare me by flushing the toilet. It worked. If you aren't a Brit, you may not understand that we like our pubs filthy and dirty. We think hygiene reviews shouldn't even be allowed in our pubs. For that alone, we revoke the 0-star hygiene rating and give it a 100% certified Brit pub rating.
I bargain you we could get a Mr. Bean mug with a spoon. Bargain it? That's a pretty good shout.
We're not taking a mug to Canada.
Before it was time to head home for the day, we had one final thing to get. We had to get ourselves some London merch so we could remember home when we moved to Canada next year.
There's no other option but Lizzie Spoon.
There was a lot of options, but it came down to only one logical thing.
3, 2, 1.